So this was the introduction Scott and I just went through. If anybody, I think, Chris, we're going to make the deck available to people as well. So our contact information and our backgrounds are in here.
Yep.
But the agenda for today, I'm going to go through just a couple slides on the key challenges to product cost optimization. I deal with between 50 and 75 companies a year, and at various states. I try to understand what their use cases are for managing costs and try and fit our software to it. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. But what I end up hearing a lot is some of the pain points that everybody's going through. So we'll talk about that. Then I'll get in and explain how we address those pain points, or how Teamcenter product cost management works basically. And then where is cost going? We'll talk about there at the end, and then some keys to cost optimization for manufacturers. Okay, again, jump in with any questions. So just, we all know a lot about our own business, and we know a lot about the different industries that we work in. But our current state, without a doubt, every industry right now that I deal with, and this wasn't always true a few years ago, but every industry is under downward price pressure right now, whether it's from international trade and tariffs and duties and the uncertainties around that, interest rate volatility and demand volatility, and then limits on price elasticity with, just looking at the auto industry, look at what's going on there, look at what's going on in aerospace and defense. A lot of downward price pressure that manufacturers are faced with today. And then we get into how are they handling it, and really outdated traditional cost management models. I hear that all the time. That's not my opinion. These are words I'm hearing right from different companies. A lot of companies are singly focused on part design, and you'll hear in this, it's really more than just part design that's driving cost. The parts themselves are becoming much more complex, and one of the biggest fears of most companies I'm dealing with is the loss of experience. So, and you just don't get that. What I've heard recently is sticky knowledge. You don't get that back easily, right? So what's this? What is the need out there? There's a need for deeper data-driven cost management. We need to consider other factors that we might not have considered in the past, things like risk of supply chain disruptions, material availability, and then optimization of manufacturing processes. And you'll hear me talk about the shift. I've heard a lot of companies in the last 2 years talk about a shift from design to cost, dealing with just the part, to design to cost of the part, the manufacturing process, and the supply chain. And you'll hear me talk about how we deal with that within Teamcenter product cost management.